let me share my screen first because I have a presentation with me. If I would be given screen sharing permission, please. Thank you. So I'll be sharing a very short presentation with you guys. And obviously, yes, there would be questions, I'm pretty sure. Please hold on to those questions, make a note of them, and then we can discuss everything towards the end of the session as planned. So a career in digital marketing, yes, I am going to be coming to the career part. But before that, I think some of the people in the audience would also like to know a little bit about what exactly is digital marketing. So my discussion actually starts here. Media, that's, I think, for a lot of people in not only today's world, but in previous generations as well, media was one of the most exciting things to happen to us, right? And, whether it's print, whether it is radio, whether it is TV, whether it's cinema, uh, we have taken to media in a big way. And again, till the time we had television and then the early internet, that was one phase of the development of media. But again, after that, we had, I think, a huge blessing for mankind, and that's digital media. Now, uh, digital media, we are all familiar with right now. In fact, we are on digital media. It constitutes actually two major aspects. One, wherever we use a digital screen to view information or interact or even get entertained. That's one side of it. And the other side, of course, is the internet, right? So the two primary constituents of digital media would be digital screen and the internet. Uh, and again, I said this is a huge blessing. Yeah, some people might disagree with me, but we cannot deny that digital media has captured the imagination of everyone around us. Those who have been social media users for a long time, and also those who are aspirants, right? So my wife recently received a Facebook friend request from our maids. I received a Facebook friend request from our gardener. So this is actually a medium that everyone is shifting to right now. And even as digital media is developing in front of our eyes, people are already thinking about the future. So as you can see over here, uh, this, of course, is something that uh, Mark Zuckerberg, he has already decided that this is going to be the future, right? The metaverse. And along with that, there are a lot of other associated technologies. The metaverse is just the culmination of a lot of technologies, actually. Uh, for example, AR and VR and mixed reality, and all of this taken together, haptics, sixth sense. So all of these taken together. And even now, at a very nascent level, this is also capturing people's attention, right? So you find a lot of people actually excited about this new medium. This also is a digital medium. Now, the point is, why am I discussing media so much? Because uh, digital marketing, the marketing aspect is what we're going to be discussing today. And you see, as a marketer, suppose I'm walking along the street and I find 15 people in a crowd together. I immediately think or say to myself that this is a great opportunity to market a product or a service because I'm finding all of these people together. And that's what marketers are so excited about all the time. So the moment there's a new medium, people start adopting that medium, people start using that medium. You have a lot of uh, the marketers racking their brains. How can I capture these people's attention? How can I uh, give information about my product or service? And how can I engage these people that I'm finding on this medium? And that's how digital marketing actually started. Previously, we had print medium, marketers advertised on print media. Then they shifted to radio, to television. Yes, the old media continued to exist, but new media were also explored. And this actually, ladies and gentlemen, is today the trend. So as you can see over here, uh, these are actually 2020, I'm sorry, these are 2021 figures, not 2022. There's a mistake on the slide. The report was created by Dentsu, which is one of the top digital marketing agencies in India, and actually worldwide. Uh, and as you can see, media ad spends, that's how much money marketers are spending on advertising. Uh, if you consider cinema, radio, and out of home would be hoardings and transit media like advertising on Ubers, etc. So if you take all of these, you can see that it's only around 2% each. But still, ruling the roost is television at 41.6%. Print also is extremely popular still because it's a mass medium, but digital media has caught on like never before. So digital media has been in existence for only around what, 20 years? Uh, and only in 20 years, we have reached 30% of ad spend. So we are actually getting a lot of money from companies in order to advertise on digital. In television, they've been around for a much longer time, right? So print has been around for over 100 years. Television has been around for, again, around 70, 80 years. But today, digital medium is already at 30%. And next in 2023, this same agency, Dentsu, they have predicted that digital medium will uh, reach 38% of media ad spends. They will capture 38% of ad spends at the expense of both television and print. So this actually is a very, very exciting time for people who are using digital media and also people who are advertising and promoting on digital media. Because at the end of the day, if you ask me what is digital marketing in a nutshell, it's simply paid and organic promotions on different digital media. On one side, yes, the internet, that's online marketing, so internet and social media. On the other side, the new media that are coming up, including the metaverse. And because digital media is still growing, it's still progressing, it's still evolving, this is going to be an industry for a very long time to come. And therefore, marketers are going to be extremely excited to keep on exploring opportunities in this industry. So today, as you can see, most of the top companies in India, they are using digital media. Uh, whether it's a push notification on a mobile phone or a tweet or a Facebook post or an Instagram picture of some fantastic food. So Zomato, Uh, you know, I love looking at what these guys do. Yeah, Swiggy as well. So Swiggy has got a very, very evolved uh, digital marketing strategy. And as you can see, uh, the best minds today are in digital marketing. So why? Why do marketers, other than the fact that yes, marketers find a lot of people using social media and other digital channels, um, why digital marketing makes sense? We have to understand that there are 5 reasons. So the first is that in traditional media, like let's say television or radio, immersion is not really possible. In digital media, I am entering almost the digital medium. I am interacting with the digital medium. And therefore, my immersion is higher. And if you consider new media, like let's say the metaverse, immersion is complete, right? So your avatar, the moment you put on that headset and you feel that you are inside the meta universe, right? So immersion, the moment I immerse people in my communication, in my entertainment, in my messages, they are more likely to listen. Um, Again, in traditional media, it's very difficult to track. So I can't really find out who exactly has viewed my ad on television. I could make a guess. I can track the number of people maybe who has viewed my ad with these TRPs and all that. But actually getting to know the exact person. So Kaustuv is viewing my ad and Kaustuv has these tastes and preferences. It's much easier to track that on social media or digital media. What's the advantage? If I know who is my audience, then I can customize my content. I can customize my ads, my promotions to suit that audience. Uh, Targeting, like I was just saying, tracking logically leads to targeting. So I can target better on social media because I can track better on digital media. And like I was saying just now, interaction, it becomes a two-way process. So I can actually encourage my audience, my viewer, my listener, my whoever is on my channel to talk to me, give me feedback, engage in dialogue. That's really not possible on traditional media channels. And yes, 360-degree engagement is possible here because today uh, I really cannot say that it's only digital marketing that works when it comes to promoting your products and services. I cannot say that it's only traditional marketing that works. It is actually a mix of the two. And today, as an user, so I am currently using my laptop maybe, but I might switch to my mobile phone sometime later. The brand needs to hop along with me to the new channel. And that's where uh, we have actually now got into this scenario where, as a user, I expect every single channel to cater to me, and I expect my brand to be present on every single channel, not just the brick and mortar store, but on social media, on my mobile phone, and on the metaverse as well in future. So that's why now digital marketing makes it very easy to go in for 360-degree engagement because it's easier to follow a customer on the internet rather than off the internet, right? Off the internet, it would seem very odd if you kept following your customer around, right? So right now, uh, as I was saying, that engagement and 360-degree engagement is very, very important. I would like to share this. Now, this is something that is around 3 years, 4 years old, but it's still something that was a revolution of sorts when it came to digital marketing. So this is a case study of a campaign that Swiggy had launched, the Voice of Hunger challenge. And I would like you to watch this and understand how they got into 360 using digital media.
Instagram have come out with the best feature audio messages.
Right, so the big daddy of internet challenges is here.
Which called Swiggy's Voice of Hunger challenge.
Voice of hunger.
If you can get your waveform on Instagram DM to look like a food item,
This kind of looks like a nacho, right?
1 kebab, 2 kebab, 3 kebab, 4 kebab.
आपको उनको डीएम करना है अगर उनको पसंद आ गया
To win a year's worth of food vouchers from Swiggy.
food tastes better वेरी गुड
अरे यार आप लोगों ने देखा क्या हैशटैग स्विगी वॉइस ऑफ हंगर चैलेंज ताबड़तोड़ है यार.
There were multiple entries. There were entries on pressure cookers, on whistles, on cats, and so on.
According to the brand, they've been receiving an average of over 50 DMs per minute.
So Swiggy evidently hit 10,000 entries on day one, and I think that soon became 20,000, 30,000, and 150,000. Wow.
Sorry, there were a few interruptions in between. It was my mistake, actually. But uh, as you can see over here, Swiggy, primarily this was an Instagram campaign uh, using the voice message feature, but they used a lot of other media in order to make this popular. So, for example, even radio, as you could see that on FM, they promoted this. On the other side, they even went in for coupons, right? So this is how today uh, I can almost say that digital marketing is sitting at the center of the marketing world, and all around the other media are orbiting digital marketing, and we are just making use of whichever media we choose in order to make a campaign a super hit, right? So that's actually the power of digital marketing that we are exploring today. So moving on. Um, so is DM, that's digital marketing, a career for you? Uh, in order to find out whether you would be the right fit or not, the first thing I would like to say is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what background is you have, right? So we have all backgrounds, all possible qualifications over here. Even people who have just a basic graduation degree can work in digital marketing. We have a few soft skills that you need to uh, have actually. So research is going to be very important. Creativity, I'll come back to creativity later. Agility basically means how fast do you react to changes, because today the digital media are changing really fast. So you need to be agile. And uh, most importantly, consistent, right? So you need to keep uh, posting if you want to be successful as a digital marketer. And technical skills, well, some good to have skills, not all of them together. But for example, suppose you're good with art or design, you will be successful in digital marketing. You might be good with photo, video, music, editing, you will be good in digital marketing. If you have language skills, whether it's English or local languages like Hindi, Bangla, Assamese, Oriya, uh, Tamil, Telugu, whatever be your language, you will be successful in digital marketing. And if you're good with data and strategy. So is it possible to learn all these? It's a very simple equation. You just need to learn a few basic marketing concepts. You need to learn a few digital marketing tools, which are very easy to learn. Most of them are automated. You just have to set some parameters and that's it. And a lot of practice. Practice is something that you have to do before you actually get into the industry, even. And all of this together would mean that you can either become a specialist or a generalist in digital marketing. So, what exactly would be specialist roles? You can work in strategy, that's brainstorm and create the actual campaign idea for digital marketing. You can work in content, whether it's audio, video, written content, whatever be the content. If you're good with that, you can be a specialist. Design and development of websites, the UI UX part, as well as the development of websites. For example, using WordPress, you can work as a search engine optimizer so that people can find your brand when they are using a search engine like Google, and your brand comes up on top. So how do you optimize for that? You can work with advertising and promotions. That's bread and butter for most digital marketers, Facebook ads and other promotions. Uh, you can become an e-commerce specialist where you help a brand to set up their e-commerce store, or you can work with analytics, collect data about how the campaigns are doing, how much traffic is coming on the website, and so on. And generalist, you have to do all of this together, right? So one person doing all of it, yes, generalists are very valuable people, especially in smaller agencies. And as you can see, creativity, whatever you might do, whatever role you might play, creativity is very important. So you have to understand which channel to use. You have to understand who your target audience is, the personality of the buyer, and so on. And finally, there's also a couple of other things that you could do in digital marketing. One would be the sales role, where you actually interact with brands who want to go in for digital marketing, and you pitch your agency's products and services to them. And you can also become an entrepreneur. So you can become a digital medium creator or an influencer. For example, if you have a lot of people subscribing to your YouTube channel, then uh, a brand might approach you and ask you to promote their products while you are creating a video. So within the video itself, you talk about a brand's products, then you become an influencer. What about the money? Yes, today, if you compare traditional marketing and digital marketing, the initial start might be the same. So you get the same amount of money as a fresher, but in 5 years' time, a digital marketer actually starts earning far more than a traditional marketer, to the extent that if you have 5 to 7 years of experience, you could earn as much as 10 lakh per year. And then as you climb up the ladder, it keeps increasing, right? So there's actually a lot of money in digital marketing, unlike very, very traditional careers like advertising. And in advertising, there is money, but it takes a long time to get to that level. And finally, before I end, I was talking about creativity. So there's one very small ad I wanted to share, but there's appearing to be no time for that. So I'll just move over to the questions. If anyone has any questions, I will throw the floor open for that. Absolutely.
Okay, my first question is going to be a bit about like this. I've seen this a lot on LinkedIn. So I just want to ask about artificial intelligence and that role and the role it's going to be playing in digital marketing ever since ChatGPT came out. So does it like look like I still have a job or is it going to be, a tough
Yeah,
competition?
yeah, yeah. Right. So again, it's still early times. It's a fantastic question that you asked. Thanks for that. It's very early times, and you see, every time there is a new development in the world, uh, the first thing that people do is start a debate about it. And there are a lot of doomsday specialists out there who predict that everything else is going to take a backseat and even end at the expense of this new technology. Um, the same thing happened, for example, with the internet, right? So there were a lot of people who wrote off the internet and they said that this is the biggest flop of the world, right? So social media and the internet. But things have been proven wrong. Now, AI, one very small aspect that I would like to talk about is for designers, there's a big threat because now you just input some text into an image generator like DALI, and you get a picture, any picture that you are envisioning. But at the same time, those pictures are really not the real deal, so to speak, and they are being rejected by a lot of the industry, right? So AI without human intervention is still not a thing. You have to have a human being mediating between the machine and the company, right? So please don't worry. I don't think it's going to be taking a job.
Thanks so much.
So I have
Good.
another question that
Yeah.
is, will in the near future, will the role of a model like absolutely diminish or eliminate because this is coming up as a new trend or something?
Okay. Now, one very important thing to understand about the metaverse is that it's very, very costly, right? So today, if you want to actually get the real feel of the metaverse, then you have to invest a lot of money on it, starting from your VR headset to haptics. So, gloves, haptics, all of that, treadmills. So this entire rig costs a lot of money. And therefore, uh, it really doesn't make sense for brands to uh, invest in a virtual influencer right at this moment. Okay. Uh, it would be more cost effective to have an actual model and then turn that into an avatar, right? So I will actually be making you wear dresses, and then I would be turning those pictures. I would click pictures, and then I would turn those into an avatar, a 3D model, basically. It would be more cost effective that way. So again, if you ask me, then it's really not going to be replacing uh, real world models. And another reason is facial expressions. Uh, it's still not there yet. We cannot really generate that gamut of facial expressions using just software engine, right? So that's going to still take a lot of time. So once again, models will not really be replaced as of now.
Okay, so that's it.
Okay, thanks. Uh, Anything else? Any other questions, comments?
If there is no more questions, I think we could wrap this very, very eye-opening webinar. So thanks everybody for attending this special webinar. And if you have any more questions or you want to know more about Academy Busfam, please reach out to our team and we'll be happy to follow up with you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure. Thanks. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.